All right, so I want to share something with you that's not easy, but if you do this, it's going to shift your whole entire social interaction, how you feel about yourself, and it's going to actually guard you and safeguard you against just having a bad day and just your day going array and you just all of a sudden ruin your day. So here's the thing. When someone says something that pisses you off, or they say something that's like, wow, I can't believe they approached me from that angle. Well, rather than just reacting, I want you to do this first. I want you to observe and not obsess. Observe and not obsess. Because here's what's going to happen. They're going to say something and you have no control over other people's outcomes, what other people are saying, what other people are doing. That is the last thing you will ever be able to control in your life. So if you take that approach of saying, hey, it doesn't matter what they said or did or what angle they approached me from, I am now just going to go ahead and observe. I'm going to pause and I'm going to observe. And I'm not going to obsess over what they said. And here's the thing. When you start observing this, you will sense this tidal wave of reaction start to build in you. Oh my God, I can't believe they said this. This reaction's going to build. It's going to build. It's going to build. And it's going to make you want to just unleash the fury or sometimes react to what they said. Don't. Just observe it. Let it come and let it go. And realize that the true meaning that you will derive from this is not going to be in the way you react in the moment, but it's going to be instead of you just observing, letting it come and let it go, and then reflecting. Reflect on what just happened. And realize that just because that person said that thing, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with their current state of mind, where they were, when they said it, and the feelings that they were feeling. And it's not about you. The world doesn't live in them. The world lives in you. So you have to manage your reactions. You got to manage your world, and you got to manage the meaning that you're deriving from that interaction. And that's only going to happen when you reflect. If you start jumping into this thing just because they shot the first arrow and you're like, boom, now I got to react, that's a whole different world. Now you're meeting them at that level. You're meeting them at that level of fury, that level of frustration. And now you're in their world. But you see, if you pause and if you observe that reaction building in you and you realize, man, I sense this. But I'm not going to react to this. I'm just going to let it come and I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to be not defined by the feelings I'm having. And I'm going to realize that, you know what? No one feeling has the ability to define who I am. Instead, I'm going to know that, hey, I am the source of all feelings that come through me, but I'm not defined by either of them. So especially when someone says something negative or they approach you from a horrible angle, like, don't define yourself by those things. Be conscious and choose how you want to define yourself by the things that you receive in your life, and only define yourself through the empowering feelings you get from an interaction. And if those things are not empowering, let it come, let it go. Observe, don't obsess. The next time someone hits you with the heat, try that and you'll see that, hey, not only are you going to grow personally, but you will become much more clear on your command of your own feelings. You'll become much more clear on the outcome that you're trying to gain in that interaction, which usually in that space and time right there, usually the outcome that you're trying to get is not going to happen because they're hitting you with the fury. They're hitting you with the fear, the insecurity, the frustration, and you don't want to meet them there. What you want to do is just be centered in your observation. Let it come, let it go. And you'll see that later through time, as you reflect, you'll get the meaning that you're supposed to get out of that interaction. But it's not going to happen at that same time, during the time of the interaction. So I hope this one helped. Let me know what you thought. Just a little tidbit. As always, have an incredible day and live inspired.